there, everyone. I went to a yard sale today at a church. It was in their fellowship hall, and I got like a bunch of stuff, and it was only $8. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I got a few sewing patterns. They were 25 cents each. I got this one. Matter of fact, I have this, and I made this pattern a long time ago for my parents, when they used to be called snowbirds. But instead of the sign saying the snowbirds, I put their last name on it. I thought that was cute. And then, and that pattern is not cut on at all. That's the only patterns I look for when I'm looking for something for my shop. I don't like anything that's been cut on, because when I buy a pattern, I want to make sure that nobody's messed with it, because I have come across that I've gotten for myself, and it's just a nightmare, because they cut it to a certain size, and I'm, forget it. Anyhow, so I got this skirt here. I didn't look at the size. Oh, it's not my size though. I like that skirt, and it's not cut on, and that's going into my store. If it was my size, it would stay with me, because I like that skirt. I thought I got another pattern. I don't guess I did. All right. I also got this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Crochet wedding dress. And so I got this for myself, and I thought maybe one day I would like to crochet a wedding dress for my Barbie doll and a groom outfit for my Ken doll. It would be for me, not for my grandchildren to play with, because that's going to take a lot of work and a lot of yarn to make. So that's mine. And I found, and that was 25 cents. And I found, it's called Creative Machine Embroidery Book. It's by Lucille Merrill Graham. And I have a machine embroidery, but when this book was made, they didn't have them digitized like they do now. I'm trying to see when this book was published. Give me 1 second. Usually in the front is where they have, well, here it is, copyright 1977. And I kind of glanced through it a little bit. It's talking about necessary equipment, transferring the design, the threads, stitch variations, and here we go. And this is how they used to machine embroider. They used to have to move the hoop around themselves, which now we don't have to do that, thank goodness. So I got that. That's a really nice book. That's volume 3, and I also got a volume 2. And I got a volume 1. So I got all the volumes that they had. And I just think it's so interesting to look at the way that they used to do things, and some of these things you can still do. And they also have the templates in here, like the little duck. Isn't that cute? I mean the chick. That's the chick. That's the duck. But they have the templates in here so you can trace them. They have a lot of templates in here. Oh, I think this one is cute. Look at the, isn't that cute? But they also show you what it's supposed to look like. And back in the day, if that's the only way I could embroider on a machine, I don't think I would have done it. All right, now this batch, I got 3 books here for 25 cents. It's gonna tear. I hate it when they put tape on books, because it tears the covers, and I don't like that. Let's see here. Alright. Okay, the first book is called Sewing Magic. And looks like it shows here sewing with a butterfly vest. So it's got 5 chapters in it. I'm going to start from the beginning. I don't know why I always go to the back and go forward. All right, chapter 1, and they always show you what they're going to be talking about. Chapter 1 is about sewing magic with a tailored shirt. So a tailored shirt like this right there. And then, I don't know why I can't keep this book on my lap. The magic of fusible interfacing, which I already know that. Collar preparation, which I have problems doing collars. So that might help me right there. Transferring transferring fabric markings. I'll get it out. And tells you how to mark the fabric pieces, which I already know that. How to do the button side when you're going to do buttonholes. I'm not crazy about doing buttonholes. Doing a patch pocket, the yoke, so all that good stuff, and finishing. Then chapter 2 is sewing magic with a tab front shirt, which is a shirt that looks like this. And I've never done one of those type of shirts before. So, and let's see. Chapter 3 is on sewing with a V-neck shirt. So they have a lot of information for that. Chapter 4 is sewing magic with a jewel neckline. Oh, that'd be interesting because I've never done a neckline with jewels on it. So that'd be really interesting to see how they tell you to do that. And then chapter 5 is sewing magic with a butterfly vest. So that book is mine. I'm going to get a lot of enjoyment out of that. Sometimes I just like to look through the books just to see what it used to, what clothes used to look like, even though I remember wearing them. Okay, now this is called Sewing Without Pins. And this was published in, the first printing was 1977 and the third printing was 1979. So this is probably the third printing then. So this book is from 1979. And chapter 1, what you should know about fabrics, patterns, and cutting before you sew. Which I already know all that stuff. There's a lot of information in chapter 1. Wow. A lot of pages here. So you had they talk about the feet and everything, I guess, too, because I saw sewing feet and stitching velvet to prevent locking. How to do sleeves, which I finally learned how to do sleeves several years ago, but I never thought that I'd ever get that one tackled. Oh. Where's chapter 2 and 3? I think I passed it. Hold on. There's 3. Chapter 2. Basic techniques for sewing without pins. Chapter 3. The more difficult sewing operations without pins. Talking about control of the fabric like with ease and all that other stuff. Chapter 4, all about your sewing machine. So it talks about the different types of machines, what a throat plate is, and a throat plate is that cover that you open and put your bobbin in and out. That's called a cover plate. Talk about the handle, that knob that's on the side there. So it talks about all of the different controls. So there's 4 chapters in here. And it's from the SureFit company. Whew, that's nice. SureFit is very expensive patterns. Okay, and then here's one called the Shadow Quilting. This I'm definitely maybe putting on my store. If I can get this tape off the back without tearing the cover up. They have patterns in here. Here's a cute pillow with a cat on it. But this is what they have inside to make your stuff. All the patterns. So this I'll probably sell. I'm doing real good in my Etsy store too, by the way. Okay, I've always wanted one of these ironing boards. You can use this ironing board in 2 different ways. Let me show you. Let me back up a little bit so I can show you. Alright, here's this ironing board here. And then if you flip it over, you've got the smaller one. This one is like for using on sleeves. So it pops up and you can put your sleeve on here and iron it. Then this side is for, you know, smaller parts of your garment or whatever you're making. So that was 50 cents, and the cover's really dirty, so I'm going to make a new cover to go on that. But I said for 50 cents, and I've been wanting one. Okay, and then I found me some fabric. Like, I really need some fabric. This right here was only 50 cents. I'm trying to get the tape off of it. Alright, it's a knit. It's a stretchy knit. It stretches both ways. See, right there it stretches. Stretches. But it's got more of a stretch this way than it does this way. So I thought this was real pretty. So I got this with this piece here for 50 cents. I'll probably use it like for dog clothes or something. And then I got this fabric here. It's a shiny type fabric. Also a stretch to it. If I can get the tape off. I don't like to keep tape on the fabric that long because I don't want it to stick onto the fabric. And I know it was just put on probably this past week, so anyhow, so this is what I got. And I got a bunch of it too. Look at all this that I got. That's a lot of fabric. And this is really stretchy too. See, there's a lot of fabric here. So it stretches this way really good. And it stretches this way a little bit. So there's a lot here. I could probably make you a real pretty dress with this. I like making dresses out of this type of fabric because the way that it flows down at the bottom. So I got that for $1. Then I got this batch of fabric here for $1. Wow. Boy, they really layered this one with tape. There, got it. Okay. This is another knit fabric. And I got a lot on this one. And this next one was there's 4 pieces. So this piece here, it's been cut on, so there's not a lot there, but I can still use it for dog clothes. And then I got this piece here. Looks like it's maybe a yard. It's never been cut on, and I needed some solid colors. Alright, so I got that. And then I got this knit here. So I got those last 4 pieces. They were all $1. Alright, then I got this bunch here, which was $1. I might go back tomorrow. They had some others, but I thought the price was too high, so maybe tomorrow they'll have like a half price sale, because normally they do on their last day. Alrighty, so I got a blue knit, I got a teal knit, then I got some more shiny knit, and so that batch was $1. Then I got this right here. Look at all that on there for $2. Isn't that pretty? I was thinking a dog costume or something when I saw this, you know, like Wonder Woman or something. Alright, and then the last item, well, I don't know exactly what's in here, but I saw I had some ribbon, so I went ahead and picked it up. Okay, here's some tulle, which is a nice peach color. It's not a whole lot of this. Ooh, that's pretty. I got that ribbon there. Has not been opened. And then I got this one. It's kind of dark in here. I hope this video comes out a lot brighter when I do my editing. Then I have another one of those, which is with the shiny stuff. And this bag that I'm pulling all this stuff out of right now was 50 cents. Then I got some this I can't think right now, but it's like a fishnet type thing. So I got those little pieces. Okay, looks like that is all that I got. Well, I tried to do 2 videos yesterday and the day before on a couple of hauls that I got, and I'm trying to get them working. I could get the sound but no picture, so it's still on my desk, it's in my camera, and I'm hoping, I did like a default reset, so I'm hoping that they'll come out fine, because when I'm looking on them in my files on my laptop, I see the picture, you know, for the video, I see it. But then I go to put it into my Movie Maker or another program, and all I get is sound. So I'm going to see what I can do. Well, anyhow, you have a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. Please subscribe, click the like channel, and leave comments and questions. I do answer all of them, and I love it when y'all comment or question me something. Alright, well, I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye for now.